Hey, it's Mitch the RV guy here bringing you another incredible travel trailer. Guys, this is the Tango 306 rear living slide. It's got that rear living setup everybody likes with the chairs in the back, the huge window, it's so livable. And these things are made to the utmost level of quality. For example, take a look at the front right here. This front is a solid cap. Guys, there's nothing I could do to that would take any damage. That piece is never going to delaminate. Most front caps on fiberglass trailers aren't going to be laminated at all or a single piece, which means eventually they're going to delaminate, start looking like surfboards. Guys, that's not going to happen with your Tango. Not only that, the actual fiberglass that this is made out of, that is totally laminated fiberglass. That means it's been made into one piece. Most of the time on fiberglass trailers around this price point, the fiberglass is just glued onto some luan or some wood, and over time the glue starts failing, and over the years your travel trailer starts looking like it's got an ocean underneath it, like it's made out of a water bed. Guys, this is literally 4 to 11 times stronger than the hung walls that a lot of them are using, which makes it unbelievable when it comes to longevity. And of course the Tango gives you all the storage that you're going to need to be able to take the stuff that you want to bring with you on your family trips. Take a look at how large this entranceway is, for example. This is much, much bigger than a lot of them, which come down to here, which makes it so you can actually put things like coolers inside of there. Large items that will easily be able to fit, and you're not going to be just trying to crawl inside because it has so much space there for the openings. Of course, the windows, not only are they safety glass, if you're at the campground and kids are throwing around a baseball and it hits that's not just going to shatter on you, it's also UV tinted. That's going to protect that nice interior from the sun over time. Just like you put sunscreen on to protect your skin, they have the UV tinting to protect your Tango's interior from fading over the years. Guys, the entire slide system is unbelievably high quality, just like everything on this. For example, take a look at the actual slide mechanism. You see those teeth groove marks there? Those teeth groove marks go into metal cogs that go back and forth on a track. This can't come sideways. This isn't going to bind on you like a lot of the cable systems are. And again, look at how large these walls are. The windows are unbelievably huge because they're able to give you that level of build quality because the walls are so strong. Not to mention the aluminum frame on this. Absolutely unbelievable. This also gets better gas mileage when you're towing it down the road because it has a fully enclosed underbelly. Just like an F1 race car makes it so that they don't have any of those little parachutes dragging on them. Guys, if you don't have an enclosed underbelly, not only is it not good for insulation, you're going to be freezing in the wintertime and hot in the summer, but you don't have the best gas mileage either. And if you're going to be taking it for a couple thousand-mile trip, every little dollar that you save helps. And of course, that large window on the back that's UV tinted is going to give you the nice views. If you're out at the campground, you don't want to be looking at the back of an RV wall. You're out there because you want to be in with all of the forest, with all of the environment that you paid dearly to go see. Guys, you want to be able to experience the outdoors, and that's what the Tango is going to allow you to do. Of course, you got a spare tire. You're not going to be on the side of the road wishing you had one. And the walk-on roof, you get the ladder, take a little hibachi up there, some chairs, relax with your friends and family. You can really enjoy. You get to look over everybody else, no staring at the back of their head. And of course, you got a 3-step-up system. A lot of them at this price point only give you 2 steps, but look at how much harder it would be to get on. Now, you'd have to lift your leg to above parallel. On this, all you got to do is step up. You got the grab handle, real easy. Of course, one of the best things about this is the layout. They actually give you 2 doors. Let's say that you have somebody asleep on the couch at night. If you only have one entranceway, you got to walk by him to disturb him in order to get out. Or if you want to use the restroom, you have to trek through the whole coach. This way you can maintain your privacy and everybody can get their own space. And look at the giant awning. It almost takes up the entire side of the coach. And it's a power awning. You're not going to have to worry about getting out those big paper clips and looking for that little hook and pulling it down like you're fishing, and then saying, okay, honey, push up the side. All you got to do is take your morning coffee, hold down the button, and that awning comes right out. It is unbelievably useful. You're going to find yourself using it all the time. Of course, this unit's fully winterized, so you don't got to worry about that. And you got outside speakers. Go ahead and put that awning out. It's like a family reunion-sized awning there. Turn on some tunes and just be jamming outside. Of course, you got all the little touches, like, for example, you actually have Goodyear tires. We're not talking about some third-rate Hitachi or in something that was made in some third-world country. Guys, this is too important. If you're driving down the road, having quality tires, if they're using cut-rate tires, you know they're using cut-rate everything. Not a problem in your Tango. And, of course, nobody likes to be sitting there leaning sideways, having stuff roll off the countertops because you're in a parking space that's not quite level. You're not going to have that problem. You got leveling jack, so you don't know jack about not being level. Inside the 306, it's just like being inside a home away from home. This is actually much larger than my first apartment, and I love the build quality on this. When I say build quality, I mean build quality. That's why people get Tangos. For example, look at this. Your cabinets, actual solid wood. It's not that particle board that's inside there. That means that over the years, you can take a beating on that. It's not going to fall apart. You're not going to have to worry about somebody leaning into it or falling or hitting it and having it break apart like the particle board would. And of course, that's actual deep, usable space in there. Look, you can actually put a plate in there. Most of those cabinets that are going to be over the nice, comfortable couch areas are just going to be veneer. Not to mention that this is a comfortable couch, and of course it turns into a sleeper. It only takes a second, and it has actually got a lot of space on there. Guys, I'm 6'1", 240 pounds, definitely not a small child, and I'd fit on there okay, no problem. The rear living setup in this is absolutely unbelievable. These are reclining chairs. You got your own footrests, which are so nice. That way I can really kick back, relax, read a nice book. Guys, right here I have a place where I can put my cups, I can put my meals, I can really relax and have a conversation with my wife. Not to mention that I actually have a conversation area. I can chat with somebody that's in the kitchen. I can chat with somebody that's sitting on the couch, sitting in the dinette. We got the wonderful view, not only here and here, which makes it so you can open them up and you get cross ventilation, but also look at how much headroom you have in this. This is designed with usability in mind, not to mention the fact that the insulation, for example, is your block foam insulation. What that means is it's kind of like the styrofoam cups that you use to protect your hands from coffee, only that's only about 1/4 of an inch thick. We're talking about 2 inches of block foam insulation that's going to protect you from the outside weather. That has some unbelievable R value. And it's not the cheapo fiberglass insulation a lot of them use. That'll get wet over time. It holds moisture. And what do you think causes delamination and leaks? Guys, it's water that is the enemy. It's kryptonite to all travel trailers. Talk about this one being immune to kryptonite. It is like Superman with no weaknesses. Even the skylights, it's not your cheapo little vents. This is actually a full cover. It really lets the light in nicely. Makes it so that at night you can look up and see the stars. The kitchen is so usable. Look at all the counter space that they give you on this, and it's not taking up your entire coach. I love it because I can be sitting here cooking and using this entire space, and people can walk by. The entire coach is still usable. I'm not using it all up. And look at, guys, the storage on this. They sure give you a ton of it. This is all real deep, real wood. Again, not particle board. A lot of the manufacturers will use real wood up high, but then they're going to use particle board down below. Guys, they don't try and get away with anything like that on this because they're building them unbelievably well. Not just the front cap. Of course, you got, look, I can just go ahead and fill up a pot. I don't got to sit there and take a cup and then pour it into my pot. You can do real cooking on this. You got an oven. In addition to a microwave, you don't just have a convection oven. Guys, that means that you can cook 2, 3 things at once because you got the burners as well. Of course, you got a 6 cubic foot Dometic refrigerator freezer. Everybody's heard of Dometic. Everybody's seen Dometic because it's a reliable brand that most of the manufacturers are using nowadays because it has such a great track record. And of course, the dining area. It's just your traditional U-shaped dinette, which is the most usable thing in the world. You can sit here and play board games. It turns into a real nice sleeper, which will actually fit most children going up to about 13, 14 years old, unless they get to be really giant, in which case, go ahead and have them jump on the couch right there. All you got to do is just put that in between, and it's great. And again, real wood even down here, and you actually have storage underneath, so you can put things like the linens for those. Anything that you want. You have storage underneath the sink. You got storage here, which is a great place for you to set an entertainment center, like a television, right there. You actually have places for your DVD collection, your Blu-ray collection, depending on how hardcore you are. We're not quite doing that ourselves in the RV guy household. And take a look at this. Guys, the actual restroom area, I love that you have your sink out here. I can be out here brushing my teeth. A guest can be in there using the restroom, or they can be showering, and we're not getting inside of each other's way. Also inside the hole, you got extra storage. They really give you every single square inch possible in these Tangos. They're made real well. And notice that the drawers on residential ball bearing glides, it's not just a piece of wood that's sitting in there rattling. Guys, you can actually pull those out. It's finished. You're not going to get splinters in your hands like you are on a lot of the cheapo guys. Not to mention that, look at this. You actually have a lot of space underneath the sink. That way you can put things like, oh gee, I don't know, toilet paper, the stuff that you really need in a bathroom area and the master bedroom area. Not only does it have large windows, not those tiny little porthole windows that most of them are going to give you, but of course you got 2 wardrobes. Very deep, usable on each side, in addition to a place up top for you to put things like, oh gee, I don't know, shoes, get them out of the way. And of course, storage underneath the bed. And not only that, notice I don't have to hold it up myself. It's actually got the gas struts. And this is really cool. Sliding drawers. That really makes this space even more usable. And if I really want some privacy at night, all I got to do is take that sheet across, and all of a sudden, guys, you got your own private oasis. Guys, again, I'm 6'1", 240 pounds. I got plenty of space inside the shower. It's not one of those ones that you have to be real short in order to do. And I even have raised platform shoes on at the moment. And a nice foot flush toilet, so you don't got to worry about having a kid sit there and eating his lollipop and then touching the toilet and flushing it and getting it all sticky. Everything in this is designed to be user-friendly. Hey, Mitch the RV guy here. Thanks so much for checking out the video on this nice Tango, guys. If you want more information on the 306 or any other travel trailer, give us a call, tell us what we're looking for. We'd love to help you. Mitch the RV guy, hoping to hear from you real soon.